What is up, everyone? Who That's Nation here with the Week 1 scouting report for the Fantasy Football Network on the New Orleans Saints. And we're basically going to be covering, who the Saints should and shouldn't start, or who you should start at least for fantasy football if you have any Saints players on your team. So I'm going to dive straight into it. I think there are 4 guys on the Saints who, if you have them, you should start. The first one being Alvin Kamara, obviously. Last year, the Saints had a pretty bad offensive line in that last game of the season against the Falcons, and Kamara still had over 100 yards. And now the Falcons have a worse defense on paper, and the Saints have a better offensive line on paper. So, and Alvin Kamara is going to be even more healthy. So I think Alvin Kamara is a guaranteed start almost every week. The Saints are going to be using a lot of run game, a lot of play action. So I'd say start Alvin Kamara. Number 2, Jameis Winston. I think Jameis Winston's going to be throwing a lot of play action shots down the field. I think he's going to have 2-3 touchdowns. He has a lot of weapons to throw to. He has Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave, Deontay Hardy, Alvin Kamara, and even the backups of the guys who might not see as much action are still quality guys as backups who were starters last season. So Jameis Winston, I think, is going to have a pretty good game fantasy-wise. I'd start him if he is one of your quarterbacks. The third player I'd start is Will Lutz. I think the Saints are going to put up a lot of points, whether it's field goals or extra points. I think Will Lutz, he's back. He only missed like 2 kicks during training camp. He looks solid. He's back to his old form, Big Nuts Lutz. So I'd start Will Lutz. I think he's probably going to kick 3 to 4 extra points and maybe 2 field goals. So right there, that's about 7-8 points at least. Will Lutz is that guy. And the final, player I'd start is the Saints defense. The Falcons don't have a lot of weapons offensively. They have Patterson, Pitts, and Drake London, a rookie. So I think the Saints are going to create a lot of turnovers, although they don't have their full power defense right now. Paulson Adebo's out. Tyrann Mathieu is 50-50 right now with an illness. So I'd still start the Saints defense. The Falcons have Marcus Mariota. They don't have the best weapons. They don't have the best offensive line. I'd expect to see a lot of sacks, maybe 2 turnovers, and not a lot of points given up. Now, someone who I think you should sit is Adam Trautman. I think there's a lot of weapons on the Saints, and he is at the bottom of the tier list of weapons. I think, especially after last season, he didn't have the best showcase. So if you have Adam Trautman, I'd sit him, at least for now, until we get a better perspective of how he will be in this new Saints offense. And for the receivers, Olave, Landry, Michael Thomas, the only reason why I am not fully in on them starting is because it's a new offense. Michael Thomas hasn't played in a few years. If you have Michael Thomas, I'd start him over, Van Jefferson or whoever you may have, or KJ Osborne. But Landry, Olave, it's a new system, new receivers, new quarterback that they haven't played with. I think I'm going to give it a week or 2 before I fully go, you should start these guys automatically. We need to see this offense play out more before I think that. So that's my week 1 scouting report on the Saints. Hopefully I'm right. See you for next week's. Okay.